Well, hello friends and welcome back to my channel. I'm Renee and I do a lot of chicken freezer meals because my family loves chicken, but we also like pork. So today we're gonna do some beautiful pork. This is pork loin chops, and we're gonna turn these into some beautiful freezer meals that you can stock your freezer with. Plus, we're gonna bake one off that we can have today for our dinner. So let's get busy, friends. Okay, friends, our first meal is a creamy ranch pork chops. All right, I'm gonna put, you can use 4 to 6 pork chops with this meal. I'm just gonna do 4 of them in here. Gorgeous. I'm going to sprinkle my ranch in there. Come on, get in there. And I'm going to pour my cream of mushroom soup in there. So it's 4 to 6 pork chops, 1 package of ranch dressing, dry ranch dressing mix, and 2 cans of mushroom soup, and a little bit of pepper if you want. You don't want to, I don't know if you want to add any salt, you're more than welcome to, but you know the soup is salty, so I'm going to omit the salt. But I am going to add some pepper in here because we love our pepper. All right, there we go. Good. That's all this one takes. And these are fabulous. I always serve this. I serve these over rice. I'm leaving the air in the bag because I want to give that a nice mix. All right. Now we're going to let air out of this bag. And there we go. I've got my bag labeled. Take a look, friends. Beautiful. Now, what I put on my bag is creamy ranch pork chops. You can either put this in the crock pot for 4 to 6 hours on high or 6 to 8 hours on low. You can bake it in the oven. When I do, I bake it at 375 for about 40-45 minutes. I can bake it from frozen, but you can put it in your crock pot from frozen as well. You're going to want the temperature of your pork to be no less than 145. Okay, friends, this next one is absolutely divine. And it's so easy. 3 ingredients. Your pork chops, which we're going to put 4 of them in here. This is Hawaiian pork chops. There we go. We're going to do 1 can of pineapple without the juice. Get in there. And then you can use any 18-ounce bottle of barbecue sauce you want. I use Sweet Baby Ray's because we love it. Okay. I love putting these together because they go quick and they're easy. Now we've got a couple of them that are going to take a little bit of prepping. Searing meat. We got to cook some meatballs up, but this is so easy to put together. In a matter of no time, you can have some nice meals in your freezer. I can rinse this bottle a little bit. There we go. Beautiful. That's it. We got a couple of meals like this that are real quick and easy to put together. And I love them. Let's get that mixed up. And gosh, this goes wonderful with rice too. And it's so nice. It's just a dump and go. All right. right, we'll get the air out of here as much as we can. Look at how gorgeous that is, friends. Oh, that's going to be divine. So that's Hawaiian pork chops. I do these in the oven the same way, 375, 45 minutes. You want your temperature, your pork chops, to be no less than 145 degrees. Okay, friends, the next one we're going to make is a garlic Parmesan pork chops. We're going to do a garlic seasoning, a garlic bread seasoning. So you can make this seasoning and use it for garlic bread. You can use it for several things, but we're going to use it today for our pork chops. This is real easy to make. This stuff is wonderful. Okay, we're going to need a half a cup, and that'll get broke up when I shake it all up. A half a cup of your powdered Parmesan. Your powdered Parmesan cheese. Okay? Then we're going to do a tablespoon and a half of granulated garlic. We're going to do a teaspoon, nice heaping teaspoon of Italian seasoning. And we're going to do 2 nice heaping teaspoons of parsley. We're also going to do 2 teaspoons of salt. And that's all that requires. I just put my lid. I put it in a little jar, and I just put my lid on it, and I shake it really good, and it breaks up that cheese. Beautiful. See that? Gorgeous. Okay, friends. We're going to put 4 pork chops in here. No, we're going to do 6 of them. And this one. There we go. Okay. So to that, we're going to add a can of cream of chicken soup. Now you can make your own, and sometimes I do. But I do got chicken, cream of chicken and cream of mushroom soup in my pantry that I've been using up. All right, so with that, we're going to do 2 tablespoons of this beautiful garlic seasoning. Put that all in there. This stuff is wonderful. We're going to do 1 tablespoon of these minced onion flakes too. Minced onion. And we're going to do 1 cup of apple juice. Maybe. Pour that right on in. I got to do just a little bit more. Need a good cup. There we go. That's it. That's an easy recipe. I love these recipes. They're easy and they're delicious. Okay, leave the air in the bag. I'm going to shake that up a little bit. Oh, gorgeous. Oh, friends, that smells wonderful. Let the air out of that bag as much as you can get. You want to make sure that that's sealed. There we go. There. take a look. Beautiful. And as these thaw out, it will marinate. That meat will be wonderful. Okay, same thing. If you use a crock pot, 6 to 8 hours low. I think you can do 4 to 6 hours on high. I serve these. These are all wonderful over rice. But you can serve them over pasta. You can serve them with mashed potatoes, anything. In the oven, same. 375 degrees for 40-45 minutes. But you want the temperature no less than 145. Okay, friends. The next one we're going to put together is a sausage pepper freezer meal. And this stuff is wonderful. And I'm using a fresh Italian sausage. You can use the Italian sausage in the casings. You're just going to want to remove the casing. But I found this is the easiest, not to get open, that's for sure, but this is the easiest one to use. All right. And I got 2 1-pound packages. Okay, get out of there. And when I put the recipes in the description box, I'll always list those recipes for a single batch. Okay, to that, I don't know what that was. To that, I'm going to add 2 eggs. I'm going to do a 1/2 cup. I might do more. I'm going to do about 3/4 of a cup of breadcrumbs. And I'm going to do just about 2 good tablespoons of parsley. Okay? Now, we're going to get our hands in here and get this dirty. And if I need more milk, or if I need any milk in here, I'll just have Mr. Wayne grab it for me. And this is a mild. You can use a hot sausage. It will work beautifully. Just get that all mixed up really good. Now we're going to bake these off, because this one, you don't put these in there raw. You want these baked. Okay? So, I'm just going to roll these in my hands a little. We're going to put them right on our tray, just like so. That's it. I'm going to get all these rolled on this tray. I use one of these smaller ice cream scoops. I call it a cookie scoop. It makes a nice meatball. They're not too big. About a couple tablespoons worth of meat in there. And if you use a nice little scoop like this, they're all uniform. So it's perfect. So let me get all these put together, and then we'll get them in the oven. Okay, friends, our meatballs are all ready for the oven. These are going to go 350 degrees for about 20 minutes. But still, you want the internal temp of them to reach 165 and no less. I'll see you back here in 20 minutes, and we will put these last 2 meals together. Okay, friends. The next meal we're working on is the one we're going to bake off for dinner. It is a pork chop casserole. And it is pork chops, rice, and French onion soup. It's divine. But we want to sear our pork chops. You know, brown them on each side. So I'm just going to put them in here. And we'll work on it. I know I got an extra one in here. That's all right. We're going to do a little salt and pepper on these, on each side. So I'm not going to put too much on each side. Oh, I love that pepper. Now, we're just going to let those cook just a few minutes, just to brown each side. Now we'll do a little salt and pepper on these. Okay, so we're just going to brown these a few minutes on each side, and then we can get this casserole put together and get it in the oven for dinner. Okay, friends, we are ready to put our casserole together. So the first thing we're going to do is get our rice in there. And we're going to need a good cup and a half of rice. There we go. We got a good cup and a half right there. I do have my pan sprayed. I didn't show that. I did that off camera. This is my home canned French onion soup. I don't know how well you can see that, but it's beautiful. Otherwise, you're going to want 3 10.5-ounce cans of French onion soup. Okay? So I'm going to pour every bit of this French onion soup in there. It's gorgeous. And we're just going to mix this around. And if there's any of you who would like to know how to make and can French onion soup, just let me know. And I will show you. I think I do have a video for it too. I can try and link that video. Beautiful. Okay, now we're just going to lay these pork chops right on top of there. Come on. There we go. And that's how easy that is. That's just going to be gorgeous. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put foil on top of this because I want this covered. And this is going to go in the oven. And I want to say it's going to be about 40-45 minutes. Because that rice has got to cook too. And the pork chops aren't completely done. But you're going to want to take the temperature of this. It's going to need to be at least 145 degrees, no less. So we're just going to set this in the oven beside the meatballs to bake. And when the meatballs are finished, then I can come back and we can put together that last freezer meal. Okay, friends. Our meatballs are all done. I'll show you them in a minute. Let me put these bags together. And we can put this last meal together. We're going to have enough for 2. Look at our beautiful meatballs. Perfect. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to put a pound in each bag. So we're just going to dump these right in here. All right, set that there. Okay. All right, so is he going to say hi to you or is he going to ignore you?
Hello, friends.
Okay, so we got all that. I want to make sure these stand up nice. Okay, so I am going to do a handful, couple handfuls, because there's not that many, of peppers in each one. It'd be about the equivalent of one, one nice large pepper cut up. I'm gonna put a little extra in there because we like peppers. Same with onions. I've got already sliced up onions. Be about the equivalent of a medium onion sliced up. Maybe a little more. That's all right, we can do that. I want a few more onions in there because our family loves onions. All right. These call for mushrooms. One is, I'm giving one away and one we're keeping. So I'm only going to put mushrooms in the one we're giving away. And they're canned mushrooms because I don't have any fresh. And then we're going to do 1 can of diced tomatoes. Get out of there. In each one. And then, let's see here. Oh, we're going to do some of our, it calls for like Cajun seasoning, but I'm going to use my homemade fajita seasoning because that stuff is just fantastic. So I'm going to put about a tablespoon, and this is a half tablespoon I'm using. I'm going to put about a tablespoon in each one. And that'll be wonderful. And that is all that goes in there. This is spicy. It's got the pepper already in it too, so I am not going to put any more pepper or any salt in here because I believe I'm going to put a little bit of salt in there. I don't remember if my fajita seasoning has any salt or not. And that's okay because the tomatoes can use that little extra salt. All right, there we go. That's it. I love this, friends. You could take a nice afternoon, just get everything put together and have a ball, putting meals together for your family and get your freezer stocked. Oh, there we go. Okay. Now take a look, friends. Beautiful. It almost looks like a fajita. Fajitas. These are delicious. Mr. Wayne had a couple of the meatballs. Of course he had to try it. He said they're good. Did you like them, mister?
Yes, I did. They were delicious.
Yeah. He liked them. And I bet it would be just divine with the hot sausage. I used the mild, but only because there's a lot of grandkids that will eat on this. So, but I bet that the hot sausage would be just delightful. Okay. Let me make sure. I want to get the air out of this one too. All right. And that's ready to go back in the fridge or in the freezer. One's going to go to my friend and one's for us. Okay, friends. So all we've got to do, I think we've got about 10 minutes left on our casserole. And I'll check that in 10 minutes. And that's all we got left. And you'll see how that turns out. And we'll have Mr. Wayne a taste test that. But other than that, everything is done. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 meals. I thought there was 5 recipes because we did a double one on the meatballs. This is wonderful. That'll be nice in our freezer. So let me get this all finished up. And that needs to finish cooking. And then I'll be back. We'll plate that up because it's going to be dinner time. And you'll see how wonderful that turns out. Take a look, friends. Our casserole is done. Our pork and rice, isn't that gorgeous? He's going to try it for you. We got some beautiful meals done today, friends. I gave you a knife. Oh, you don't need it. It just kind of falls apart.
It was showing how tender it was.
Oh, he wanted to show you how tender it was. Yeah. It's good. I tasted it. I thought it was really good. It's really hot, though. It just come out of the oven. Yummy. You have to give that a try, friends. I will put all these recipes in the description box, too. But we've got beautiful, the sausage, pepper, and onions. The sausage meatballs. Those are going to be wonderful. We've got the garlic Parmesan pork chops and that garlic seasoning blend that I put together for you that I showed you how to do. You can make that with bread, toast, eggs, anything. You can put it on chicken. You do anything you want with it. It's a wonderful all-around seasoning too. And then we got the Hawaiian pork chops. And those you'll like with rice, won't you? He loves pineapple. And the creamy ranch pork chops. That is the only one that we've never had before. Now, I made this for my daughter, and they loved it. But I think we're going to keep this in our freezer to give it a try. Doesn't that sound good? Creamy ranch pork chops. Oh, yummy. Anyway, friends, thanks for hanging out with me in the kitchen. We got some nice meals. Some are going to be given away. Some are for our freezer. I'm going to take, because we did 6 of those pork chops, so a few of those pork chops are going to go into TV dinner meals for our friend. So you all have a wonderful day, friends. Thanks for hanging out with us in the kitchen. I'll see you in the next video, friends. And as always,
Thanks for watching.